commercial nerve center of Nigeria is. He will also be sharing some of his security plans and addressing the gray areas and much more. You can join the conversation and call us on 081-0764-1679, 090-241-63440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Good to have you. All right, so we've been hearing, this is Lagos, and there's a lot of things happening. It's always lots of moving parts in Lagos. Issues of cultism, issues of roadside robbery. Let's start with the general question. How safe are we in Lagos State first? What have you put in place, or what do you plan to put in place to ensure and enhance safety in our state?
Well, without any gainsaying, Lagos is very safe. Arguably the safest part of Nigeria, and one of the safest cities in the world. We put measures in place since my assumption of office. Lagos has a very well-established security infrastructure, which I met and have built on it. Our men are more visible. We have enhanced our security network to cover those areas we regard as black spots. We have also ensured that policemen, are more alive to their responsibilities. We work day and night. DPOs don't even go home again. They are on duty all through the night and day. So we make sure that we occupy the public space and ensure that all these criminal elements don't have any opportunity to operate.
Okay. So Lagos is rumored to be very insecure. You go online, you hear people give different accounts, maybe because of one road robbery or car phone snatching through cars and all of that. One experience, and the news is everywhere. So I would think the problem is in the response to some of this. So let's know what the plan is for patrolling, responding to reports of crime and all of that under your watch, sir.
No, our response time of recent has improved. We have our dedicated lines, and our telephone, even my own number and that of area commanders and DPOs are also available. So we respond to incidents very promptly. And I want to appeal to members of the public to always avail themselves of the opportunity available. They should get our dedicated line, get to the nearest DPO, the nearest patrol vehicle in that axis, and we will respond to incidents at any time.
So I took a story this morning of a parading that took place, a parade of criminals that took place, alleged criminals that took place in Ogun State, is a neighboring state, because we've also taken several stories of allegation of extortion by policemen on the road. So in this particular story, it was detailed of how a man was accosted by police officers on the road and told to transfer money into an account. Thankfully, he was able to reach out to the police numbers. They were able to trace the accounts, the OP account number, find that it was a POS place, and they called the POS person not to release the money. That was over 300,000 naira. Then they went to the POS place and ensured that they were waiting for when the police person will come and pick it up, and they found the police person picking up. They caught him and he released the other two. There were one corporal and two inspectors. It restores trust in the system from people, because trust is a major deficit towards police. How many of those have we recorded in Lagos State? And so that people that are watching can be assured that there is internal cleanup within the police system.
Okay. In fact, the police is one of the very few organizations that has very solid internal mechanism for dealing with erring police officers. The response monitoring team is always there to respond to incidents of extortion and other, and we have been taking appropriate action. Many have been dismissed. Even in some cases when we know that it has criminal intent, we dismiss and charge them to court. So we don't allow officers to act, We don't allow misconduct from any of our officers. We take serious action against, and we don't, tolerate such excesses. Many officers are even languishing in police detention because of cases that has to do with extortion and other cases of misconduct.
Okay, so can you, tell us how equipped the police is in terms of discharging their duties? And this is focusing on Lagos State because I think last week or this week in the papers, it was said that the police would, to be able to investigate some form of crime, they will have to rely on the DSS to be able to track criminals. And we have different cases of people defrauding each other and that they need police tracking. So how equipped is Lagos State to handle such issues?
Yeah, police in Lagos is well equipped. We have a tracking department. We speedily track issues that has to do with maybe car snatching, kidnapping, and so on. Or drivers driving away with the owner's vehicle. So our tracking department is very solid. Aside from that, the Lagos State government is doing a lot for the police. And we are well equipped. I think very soon about 250 vehicles, patrol vehicles will soon be released to us. So we have adequate number of men to police Lagos. We have vehicles, and the security architecture in Lagos is the best in the country. And we have no reason not to perform and protect
Let's go to
Lagosians.
specific reasons or incidences. So we have the issue of area boys or miscreants, just showing up. For example, people complain on Third Mainland Bridge. Yeah. Your car breaks down, God forbid, and they just pop up on different corners of the place, and they're there. You know that there's a police car there, but for whatever reason, it seems like there's nobody there, or they are ineffective, because by the time I know a family member whose car stopped on Third Mainland Bridge, and then miscreants showed up from different places, and it happens also Lagos, but Badagry Expressway, different places where these guys just pop up from different places. Do you have enough manpower to be able to patrol and to ensure that these places specifically have reduced?
Honestly, we have enough manpower. The issue is that the increase in area boys is so alarming and it's giving us serious concern. They are coming from all fronts, and we have devised strategy to take care of that. You might not know, our men in Mufti will be around, all those vulnerable areas, Third Mainland Bridge, Badagry Express Road, and other places that these Sulons could come out from an attack, especially when traffic is when there's a traffic holdup. So we have men that will do that, and we are working on that seriously. It's just that the number of area boys on the increase, and
sorry, Nima, let me attach something to that, because do you have technology helping your work? Because sometimes it's impossible to have men across the state. So do you have some kind of cameras? You are working with the government to make sure that we have visibility. So if I say my car got snatched there, or somebody came, you can have an idea who the area boy is based on the cameras. And Third Mainland Bridge is critical. The places that we expect that we should have cameras. So how are you deploying technology to support your work?
Yes, we are enhancing our communication network. The aspect of technology, we are trying to use. Recently, our helicopter is going to be on to carry out area surveillance of Lagos. Apart from that, we have these communication networks that enable us to connect each other, connect one patrol vehicle to another patrol vehicle. Okay. So if incident is happening in the area, particularly this area, the other area, that is, let's say B area, we're able to connect others. So we have that network that we connect each other, and we're able to put our acts together to prevent any act of criminality.
I want to move this question to the suburbs. We get, reports of crime in Ikorodu and Ekpe, particularly kidnapping, one chance buses, all of that happening. How, because I know the city center is easy to man, but you see these interior suburb areas, Badagry, Ekpe, Ikorodu, how extensive is your network to those areas?
Yes, particularly those areas, we know they are areas prone to this crime you have mentioned. We have a tactical team stationed in that area, and I'm telling you this morning that we have been able to, ward off the activities of these kidnappers, cult members. We have made so many arrests, and we are contending effectively with them in those Ekpe and other axes, because we created a special team
for that
to handle that.
Go ahead, talk. Let me just
So this question for me is, I don't want to indict the police because I know that they are working, but I have been in traffic, and it was less than about two years ago where my car was smashed. The side glass was smashed, and the police were just a few minutes from, like, I just drove a minute. It was traffic. I could see the police from my rearview mirror, and I could see that, I still got attacked. So, and I also have escaped situations like that where I've just praying, they did not come to my car. The person behind me, they just flanked the car by the side. So I feel we've given hoodlums and miscreants, we are used to, police officers are used to seeing them. So we'll just be like, so where you are, you will look at it, but in front of you, they can be robbing. Behind you, they can be robbing. We're not patrolling, we're just sitting down inside the car and watching the one that comes to our attention. Can we acknowledge the fact that that is actually still happening till date when we have traffic going on within Lagos?
Well, that has reduced to the barest minimum. I know in some instances could happen. It has been reduced completely. What we do these days, while patrol team will stand by with their vehicle, their presence believing that it will deter criminal activities, we have pushed out our men in Mufti to move around like those area boys. And eventually, once one of them is identified, they pick them and we take them to the appropriate.
Let me go on a short break. When we come back, we continue our conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amadi. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good, my brother.
You love that intro, Abi?
It was great.
Okay, yeah,
Thank you.
We try like that.
Thank you.
Now my question, which I feel is a cheap question.
Oh, go ahead.
What does ISO stand for?
That is it. I think I'll drink.
No, you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Kelechi Amadi. No. Shay, you didn't whine me. You're whining me now.
I think I'll drink.
Huh?
No problem.
Okay.
I've always known this as ISO. I never bothered to know what it means. I know what it means, but I never bothered to know what the acronym is. Tell me the brand of camera that I use, so much so that I even became an ambassador. That's very easy. It's out there.
It's supposed to be, yeah.
I just said, look, I give you this one as a token of my appreciation.
Sony.
Drink!
I'm not done. You did not say final answer.
Final answer.
You did not ask me if that was my final
You
answer.
don't have any choice again. It's only
Nikon.
how many cameras do they have? My
Nikon.
friend to drink. I gave you a very easy something.
Nikon now.
Just
That's on that angle.
Ulaifa had a very, very interesting.
You wouldn't want to work with who?
Not
There's no
disrespect.
judgment.
No, and I
Oh, they'll
respect,
judge you
I
definitely,
respect
but we won't
this
judge
certain type of people. But what I dislike so much is when they tend to come to work and then they pour all their
Resentment from
on
whom?
you. Is it me that offended you? I'm not the one. I have no business. My mom just come and work with you, pay me at the end of the month, and let me go back to my house in peace and sleep. But when it comes to like divorced people, I cannot work with a divorcee. I can't see myself doing that. If I find out, if you can hide it, but if I find out,
When they're nice divorcees.
I would just
What
be.
if they are nice?
Okay, now it depends. If you are nice, cool. But if you are the type that you don't know how to keep your anger to yourself, you always pour it on somebody. Well, I don't drop my resignation letter, no matter the amount you're paying me.
So it's more passive-aggressive people.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, definitely.
And I cannot work with stingy people.
See this one.
Because you cannot be passing me in the morning, afternoon. I can say, oh, hi, yeah, I'm working. Oh, yeah, take 100.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still here with the Commissioner of Police.
So, Commissioner, I'm a bit worried about the influx of a lot of these good boys, especially in the island area. If you're going from Ikoyi VI, there are some areas in that place where you see lots of them. Even when you're driving down to Lekki Expressway, there are so many. Get into Ikate, Freedom Way, and all those areas. And it seemed like most of them are really not doing anything, just holding on to see a problem with your car, and then everybody just comes in. Sometimes some of them pretend to help you, go in the traffic. Is there any plan that the Lagos state government has to sort of sanitize those areas and probably put these people somewhere?
Yes, there is a very big plan towards that, because we are worried too. Their presence on the streets is scaring, and if they are allowed to remain there, they will start robbing and start taking valuables from innocent pedestrians and commuters. Last week, myself and the Commissioner for Environment and Youth had a meeting, and we are working out strategies of removing them from the streets. In the next 2-3 weeks, I think we'll be able to make a good record.
So what's the plan?
We'll be able to move them out of the street, and those of them that we think will be rehabilitated, will be rehabilitated. Those we see as maybe adding criminal, deal with them within the ambit of the law.
All right, let me take this call. Ebonlua is calling from Ejigbo. Thanks for calling, Ebonlua.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I know you are talking about security and learning from that. But what I want to ask is, what is happening to the new introduced ECMR? Are the police supposed to ask about it now? Has it been launched? Please, I want the Honorable Commissioner to please give us a little bit of education on it.
Do you know what I was talking about?
Thank you.
ECMR, registration of vehicle particulars.
Okay. What was his question?
Do you know about it? Has it been launched? When is it going to be working?
The ECMR is already on, and is about registration of vehicles particulars, and it's done so that we'll be able to link the owners of vehicles with their particulars, with their names and other identity other things that could make them identifiable. And this is aimed at helping us to recover especially stolen vehicle, to prevent criminal activities. It doesn't even end with vehicles alone. It has to do with every other thing. Like, you remember in United States of America, with your driver's license, your driver's license will give details about you. So that's what we are working on, so that if we have all this detail about everybody, if a crime is committed, it will help us to detect that crime and nip the criminals in the easily. Arrest the criminal.
YK is asking a question here. Says that we don't see security on Ikorodu Road, Eko Bridge, and Western Avenue, especially because of the traffic, temporary closure of Third Mainland Bridge. It's causing quite a lot of traffic. So do you have men in that area, or
no, we don't see what?
They don't see police around that area. That's what we last month's work, though. But the issue of security, Ikorodu Road, Eko Bridge, and Western Avenue. So there's a lot of congestion now because of the partial closure of Third Mainland Bridge.
I know. We have policemen on these streets. I don't know. We have policemen in uniform in Mufti. We have more of them in Mufti these days because of the issue of traffic robbery and one chance. We want to use undercover men to detect this crime. Okay. Because once they see men in uniform, they try to not to carry out their acts at that moment. But the moment we have more of this mufti-wearing policemen, it will be easy for us to arrest them.
I want us to go to specific, because, I understand you're here, and when you come like this, it's one of us to have some really proper insight into the work you do. So let's talk about guns, the availability of guns in Lagos State. People just seem to be, we know it's illegal, but what are you doing to combat the purchase and acquisition of guns? Because people just seem to have guns. You just see all these hoodlums carrying guns here and there. What's the police doing, or to even trace the sources of these guns? Do we have intelligence on how these things are even getting to the hands of civilians in the first place? And what's being done about it?
Well, you recollect that there has been total ban on, gun carrying. Last 2 years or 3 years, the federal government said everybody carrying firearms should, submit to the federal government or the state government, and that has largely been done. Despite that, we still see that guns are just all over the place, caught boys and all whatnot. But I must tell you that we are working very hard on that. We have arrested many of these boys with guns, and we have an intelligence of where they keep these guns. We've recovered many. I remember last year in Abuja, so many thousands of guns that were recovered by the police were displayed by the Inspector General of Police. Yeah. So we are still on that. We have our intelligence network to recover these guns, and our officers and men all over the country are recovering guns every day.
May I add quickly that?
And we don't stop at that. We continue to, because as we recover, so the guns are coming in. Because I know our borders are very porous. There are so many road paths they can come in with. So maybe they are coming in from these borders and with all this. But I must tell you that we are very much on that. Okay. And we are recovering a lot of guns. And we are mopping them out of the
We took
site.
a story last 2 weeks on gun fabricated here. Some local ones. What are you doing to go to the sources of these guns? Most of the time when they arrest, they're not even foreign made. They're now manufacturing weapons here.
Yes, we are aware of that. And I must say you have arrested many local fabricating industry. We have arrested many.
I like the way you said industry, because I was worried about the fact that we shouldn't just deal with the people that are using it, but we should use them to get to those who are making
it. Yes, those manufacturing it. We've arrested many,
so how do we help those people that are manufacturing it? I don't think we have enough guns, even in the police system. Is there any way that they can also help the Nigerian police system?
Yes, there are many ways. There are many ways. We have Nigerian defense industries in Kaduna. Okay. The government can decide to tap on the ingenuity of these gun manufacturers, co-opt them into the system and make use of them. And if we are able to do that, I think we can produce most of the guns locally, AK-47 or whatnot.
So we have a question here on YouTube, and this person says that's D-Place. No, that's BC Olabisi says, help us ask Oga CP. I'm trying to get him. Why do they ask for money at the police station when you rush down there to report a robbery case and then demand for police reports? Good question.
Yes, one of my 10-point agenda as Commissioner of Police to make police station accessible, make police station a place Nigerians can go and go with confidence that they will be well attended to. And that is, access to police stations should be improved. And one of the things that we are talking against is, once you get to police station, you must be speedily attended to and unconditionally. Nothing must be asked from you. You have a report to make. The man at the counter should listen to your woman at the counter and should attend to the issue professionally. And that's what I'm emphasizing on. And I believe within I mean, within the next...
Are you emphasizing, sir? Or
Yes.
is it
a
policy? Is it something that...
It's a policy. It's a policy.
Are you enforcing
and I'm
that?
emphasizing on it that, I mean, when complaints come to police stations, the policeman should receive the complaint unconditionally.
Without collecting it.
And should attend to that matter professionally.
Okay.
Without collecting money.
Without collecting money.
Let me take this away.
And they are not supposed to collect money.
And if they do, sir?
Let me take this call so that we can focus on this matter.
Okay.
Let me take a call first.
We don't encourage police collecting money.
No, nobody encourages this now. No. Vivian, thanks for calling. You're live.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Okay, so I want to ask the officer what is going to be done to the man that falsely spoke about AY and May. You know the topic you took yesterday. See, something should be done. Yeah, to that guy to serve as a deterrent to others, please.
Thank you very much, Vivian. He's talking about the defamation case that was filed. AY, there's a man who put a post out on AY, the comedian, defamed him and said, really ugly things about him and his family. So AY has instituted a suit against him, but I think that the level between the lawyers, she was not asking what's the police doing about it, arresting the culprit in this case. Are you aware of this case?
Yes, I'm aware. The case was reported to us. Police is doing something about it. And once we get the culprit arrested, we'll prosecute him.
Okay, going back to the police station thing that BC was, wanted to talk on that?
Yes, no, just adding, it's not my...
But let me finish that question. BC was going to ask the follow-up.
Yes, so now a lot of Nigerians complain that when they go to the police station to make a report, they are asked to pay. It's, in fact, there are many messages here attesting to the same thing. And now you have said that you are emphasizing that this should not happen. Now, my question to you is, what do you do to investigate to ensure it's not happening? And those police officers, if they are found culpable collecting money, what do you do to them?
Okay, so let me just add a little bit to context to it, because it's not really... I've gone to write a...
police report?
Okay. Yes, and I wrote my statement, and I was not asked to pay for writing my statement or making the report or all of that. But when you want a move to be made, there are regular stories of, there's just, maybe you would order Uber, or because there's a need for move to be made. Like, okay, we want you to go to the place to pick up these people or to go and see what is happening. They need to facilitate the movement to the place where they will see
the individual.
I'm giving you an example.
Yes, that's what she's saying.
To provide context. Yes, I'm putting context that I'll need. Not the writing of statements. Not the mobilization
that the money comes out.
Yes, because they need to go to the location where you want to maybe pick up the person or investigate. Is it right to mobilize? But when you can see they don't even have, like, you need to be able to.
What if you don't have?
Okay.
Let the CP respond.
You understand the question, sir?
I understand the question. I will start with the issue of paying money at the... I think my appeal to Nigerians is that don't give money. Once anybody asks for money, let them reach out to us, reach out to me, other senior officers. They should not give money. It's not the standard. The standard is when you come to a police station, you report your case, and the police has a duty to listen to your complaint and attend to it.
Okay, so then that is done. Okay, so we have agreed that happens without money.
Yes.
Now, the next step is for the police to go and check.
Investigate.
So see, okay, well, this thing you came to come and report to me, I want to go and verify. But I don't have fuel in my car to go. So pay for fuel for my car so I can go with you.
When I even ask directly, they just say, there's no fuel. First day, we're waiting for fuel. Second day, you're waiting for fuel. You not offer them that. Let me just send you
20,000 naira.
So you can't have that recording of they asked me, because you had to offer based on you want speed of prosecution or investigation of your...
Let me come in on that.
Please.
Sometimes there may not be enough logistics. If there is a case, and the case requires police to go to Ekiti State or Edo State to go and arrest, there may not be logistics to go there. The police will not ask you for money, but to record each success in the case, police may appeal to you, how can you assist by provision of a vehicle to go to Ekiti State?
Exactly.
It happens because of logistic. But we all know.
I'm so grateful.
We all know that.
Yeah, but is that the right thing to happen?
Yeah,
What's the best case scenario? Shouldn't police have funds to? What's the ideal case?
Do they have funds? The question is,
do
the police have enough funds to carry out investigations?
Good question.
Because what we see in practice is that it's not for the lack of willingness to do the thing. But, you know, you keep getting approval. The bureaucracy within the police to go in, get the approval for them to use, you'll be left hanging. And you want quick justice. You want, maybe you know where the criminal is. You don't want the person
before
to
they run away.
You are now forced to offer.
Yes. Honestly speaking, issue of crime or criminal activities is not something police can solve alone. I think the support of everybody matters. And we have been getting support as members of the public. Some individuals will donate vehicles to the police. Some will buy walkie-talkie phones and other things. And you will agree with me that policing is not easy. It's a lot of.
All right, let me take this call.
It requires huge investment.
Yeah.
And that's why, even overseas country, members of the public do support the police. And I must commend Nigeria for supporting us.
Yeah. Let me take this call from Mike. He's been holding for a minute. Good morning, Mike. You're live.
Yeah, good morning.
Go ahead, please.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, City. Yeah, my first question is this. How accessible is your office to people that want to come and see you scheduling for one complaint or the other, or to advise on the security network in Lagos? That is number one. Number two, sir, the issue of area boys. Area boys are getting increased in Lagos on daily basis. Just like you are saying, sir, nothing is being done. Your gas breakdown is a problem. You have a flat tire, it's a problem. What is to be done? That's number two. Then number two, sir, there's a general problem that is going on now with the, with our military now. In the time past, we don't need to talk too much. We are always on action. Most of your strategies, most of your plans is not meant to be made open. It's action. Because that's the only way you go. By the time you come on air and then you give an idea of what is happening, these bad boys are also taking advantage of it to do other things. Then there is this issue of kidnapping at Bagada axis. I'm staying around Bagada here. And there was this issue of a vehicle that picked some people at Bagada here, and then they went to turn and then came back to drop them by UPS. That is as this thing is. I want to confirm, how true is it? Because it's making us to be scared here in our own area. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you, Mike. That's a few questions. Let's start with the kidnapping in Bagada area. I mean, I've heard a few of them about that. It's happened a few times. What's been done concerning issues of kidnapping?
Well,
you have the information?
I don't think we have never received any reports on kidnapping in Bagada area.
But you know, sir, that they don't report all the cases.
No, there are old cases, yes.
It could be one chance.
Knife,
the one I read in the papers just last week, not Bagada, they mentioned the area that it's in Agor Palace Way, that people in Agor don't even now, they don't even report. Because the people will tell them if you report, they will kill. It's kidnapping. They will kill the person, the victim of the kidnapping, and they don't even do Thanksgiving anymore. Just pay the money, enter your house, and keep quiet. No walking around at night. Everybody is keeping their head low. It was in the Punch paper last week.
Yeah. Kidnapping.
That kidnapping is largely under-reported, and they investigated some people in Agor, and they found out that these people had remained anonymous. They don't want to mention.
You're not reporting anymore.
They're not reporting what happened in Agor Palace, and it is recent. But please, I'll be holding this my question because I'm into real estate, and we're always having issues. Somebody will come on your land, they will bring police. You would have a case, they'll bring police. I had a particular case, true life story, last year, where they brought police from Ogun State into Lagos State to come and harass people on my land. And the commissioner, and my land is just on the same street, Ketu-Ekpe. There's police station at the roundabout of Ketu-Ekpe Junction. The DPO there said he's aware, it's not our people. They came from Ogun State. How do we ensure that somebody doesn't go to a state and pay, and then they will send a dispatchment to
territorial jurisdiction,
another place, and carry out actions?
Well, the police from Ogun State definitely must have come for an investigation, and it must have booked in the local division before coming to that place. Maybe a case was reported that is connected to the owner of that land. So it didn't just come there.
So that I have a case in Lagos State, they know they cannot get police dispatchment from Lagos State, so they went to Ogun State. So is it possible that we have using different states? You know, they can go and try a case in another place and bring them.
It can't be like that. Probably the police from Ogun State came on investigation. Maybe a case was reported to them.
That's what I just... that somebody else can go to Abuja and report the same case. A case that already has... Like you have a case in Lagos established. Then I'll now go to Abuja and report the opponent's person who is being investigated.
It's not like that.
Okay, please tell us how
what I'm saying is that if a case is reported in Ogun State and the incident happened in Ogun and the suspect is in Lagos, they can come from Ogun and pick the suspect. Maybe that's what happened.
Okay, what if, let's say that's the scenario, the suspect now that is in Lagos now reports it in Lagos, the same case that this person has reported me, then they now...
No, it cannot be the same case. I'm talking of... They can only come for a case, in which the incident, the local so-called of the crime is in Ogun State. If it's in Ogun State and the suspect is residing in Lagos, they can come to Lagos and pick the suspect.
So I've seen people bring police from Abuja. Those ones that come from Abuja.
No,
when
Abuja issue, they cover everywhere. Their duration is unlimited.
I don't want us to disregard the last caller's question, which is really critical concerning kidnapping. So we know of kidnapping happening. So I would like you to address the issue. And he also talked about the area boys. I think you've already addressed the area boys issue. Because I'm still not totally satisfied with the issue of technology. But let's talk about this kidnapping.
Let me add this tweet. Called Funky Flex says, men moving around in casual dresses, I bet they will move with cars. So if I am driving and they double cross my car, how can I distinguish them from kidnappers? Because I am like them, they can ram into them, overthinking they are kidnappers. How do we identify your men in Mufti? Because when you said it earlier that they were patrolling the Eko Bridge and all of that, in Mufti, it didn't sink in.
Yes.
How do we know that they're actually protecting us? How can we identify those?
Yes. How you can know is they will have their badge with them. Those patrolling with vehicles, unmarked vehicles that are not police vehicles, at least two of them will be in uniform. Indeed. So that once they come down, once you are stopped, the two in uniform will emerge and be able to identify themselves that we are police officers. Okay. We are not kidnappers.
Not all of them will be in Mufti.
Not all of them will be in Mufti.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to go on a short break. You have to when we come back, we'll do the final part of this show. We can know because we need to open our phone lines and some comments on social media so that Nigerians can actually call in. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your view will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Benga Dainka, the first. OJ right here, 7 of 7, like you already know.
Benga right here, 7 of 7, like I'm beginning to know.
It's now time for the question.
You don't scare me one bit. Bata, I go drink. So,
okay. So now one chance for Inter. My first question. Do you remember the names of the winners of that edition of StarQuest?
Of course I do.
Why do you?
And I hate myself for this because I have this question for you. Final question. No. Where outside Nigeria and what year? Think you're the only one that can be wicked.
I am thinking because I know back in the day.
Don't think. Answer my question quick. You are thinking too much. I don't like it.
The UK.
Final answer. Okay. I said, God, please. Let me to perform outside Nigeria.
Wait.
And God gave me a show in Ghana. my friend. Drink. I know.
I don't overthink this thing. See where I can.
Yes, you overthink him.
I would say you should catwalk.
Let's catwalk now. Where are we?
No, that's not catwalking.
That's
good
talking.
It's not just where, but who wouldn't you want to work with?
Yes, that's on that angle.
So Laifa had a very, very interesting.
You wouldn't want to work with who? Not
There's no
disrespect.
judgment.
No, and I
Oh, they'll
respect.
judge you
I
definitely,
respect
but we won't
this
judge
certain type of people. But what I dislike so much is when they tend to come to work and then they pour all their
Resentment from
on
who?
you. Is it me that offended you? I'm not the one. I have no business. Man, just come and work with you, pay me at the end of the month, and let me go back to my house in peace and sleep. But when it comes to like divorced people, I cannot work with a divorcee. I can't see myself doing that. If I find out, if you can hide it or not, but if I find out,
When they are nice divorcees.
I would just
What
be.
if they are nice?
Okay, now it depends. If you are nice, cool. But if you are the type that you don't know how to keep your anger to yourself, you always pour it on somebody. Well, I'll just drop my resignation letter, no matter the amount you're paying me.
So it's more passive-aggressive people.
Yeah, I can't do it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, definitely.
And I cannot work with stingy people.
See this one.
Because you cannot be passing me in the morning, afternoon. I can say, oh, yeah, I'm working. Oh, yeah, take 100 naira,
You
take
can
10K,
sugar
take
daddy
15K. You don't have to be my sugar daddy or sugar mommy. See, the way you treat others is the way they will treat you outside. And if you cannot treat your workers well, they are not a good boss. If you cannot be dashing me small thing or giving me donuts when I'm working, you are not a good person.
Thanks for staying with us. I have a question from Mr. Taiwo here, Taiwo Adewale. He says, please ask the Commissioner for Police, how come some police stations ask people to drop their phones at the gate before going into the station?
All, including the ESCC, NDLE, all.
Is that
that's the standard.
CP ask the question?
It's an internal security arrangement. It's not only police that does it. The SSS, another department does it. We don't want a situation where people, some people come to police stations and you see them recording and filming everybody.
Those your stations are not fine, Ogami. Let me tell you, your police stations they are ugly, not even ugly. Like they're no paintings. I mean, I know there are some pretty ones that I saw. I've been some good ones. I won't lie. But the ones I know in my neighborhood, they don't look good. I don't even want to go there.
Hope.
They don't inspire hope. They don't encourage you. The tables are horrible. They're broken tables. The walls are not painted. The offices, the tables are just disgusting. It doesn't inspire. What are you doing about that? What can we do?
We are doing so much about that.
Please, like what?
I'm happy you said some police stations are very good looking. Those of them that are not good looking, we will start some rehabilitation work on them.
What day?
We'll start working on them.
When is it, sir? When?
The rehabilitation has started.
If people don't like it, they can paint. They can go and paint.
We make the front.
Are you willing to accept donations from philanthropists to come and innovate? I have money now. Can I just go and
No, philanthropists. People have been helping us. We make the front beautiful, welcoming, so that people can even come in and report cases.
Yes, inspire
Like you said, when the police station doesn't look good, it
doesn't inspire.
From even reporting incident. But we are going to make, in fact, the processes are started.
Let's go back to kidnapping. How can we report a kidnapping? People are scared. And sir, Nigerians believe that when they report a kidnapping story, the victim might die because they feel like some elements of the kidnapping they involve police it might not be found. It might be unfounded fear that there's connivance that might the kidnappers call and will be like, if you tell police, we will know, and the person will die.
And sometimes they know.
No.
So you are now wondering, if I go and tell police, am I safe? Is there like a special kidnapping line or somewhere we can call that we are sure?
I don't want to believe all these stories of kidnapping, because the one in Bagada, the one I got caught at, none has reported. The only case of kidnapping we got was the one in Idimu, and we have taken necessary action. We've neutralized the men. They are coming from the neighboring states, and we have taken care of that. But the one they are saying kidnapping, I don't think it's kidnapping. I think it could just be. And I know in some neighborhood, like Agokota and Ajah Estate, towards Christmas, you see people writing letters, we are coming to invade your house, we are coming to kidnap you. Maybe these are the things, this is what they are calling kidnapping. It's very common around that time. It's just to create fear or extort money.
It's also possible
people should disregard that. Once they have that, they should report to the police station. They should not, I mean, when incidents or when they are threatened, let them report. Once they report, we'll take necessary action.
It's also possible they've lost confidence, so they're not even reporting. People are now just paying and getting...
But I don't know why should they lose confidence?
You want talking like this. You live from Singapore.
You must have collected warning.
No.
They've warned you.
No.
Okay,
so maybe we should appeal to
Nigerians should
of
be courageous enough to report cases. They should report cases.
Maybe after.
They should report cases to us.
Report after.
After you have paid ransom?
No. The issue of ransom is not good. People should stop paying ransom. It's not acceptable. And it's because ransoms are being paid, that's why we have the kidnappers are becoming emboldened.
Last year, we took a story about the collapsed, what would I call it, cable for tracking and arresting, so that you could, the police had said at that time they couldn't continue tracking and arrest because one of these devices, I don't know, is it cable, something in this sky, had collapsed for the country nationally, and so they couldn't continue to do track and arrest. How has tracking satellites? Yes. So how has the tracking and arrest of kidnappers
Let me add
been
my question to that because of my technology issue. So in addition to what she's saying concerning the satellite, I would like to believe that the police force has plans to obtain some kind of technology that helps us to monitor people. We have BVNs here, we have this. How are we following the money to investigate to ensure that people, even though are collecting money, I can trace and track it. You see these things, I was thinking, okay, we know our police has serious intelligence, but it's like the intelligence has not been applied. So how much of technology do we have? Concerning what she just talked about, satellite, by tracking money, following the money, and having cameras in very certain areas, strategic areas, to know that, okay, we can monitor these things that are going on here.
Yes, we have tracking devices that has been able to track, top flight cases, like tracking even to the bedroom, made arrest. We have that, and it's working for us.
Nice.
Kidnappers, and it's working.
Is it used for every Nigerian, or are they
for
cases of
for
Nigerians
any case reported,
easily have access to those mechanisms being used for them?
I need to share testimony.
No, it's for all Nigerians.
We have computer village sector. They actually, because they stole some highly very expensive devices, and many of them now have the IMIE. Once you open that phone and you use it, the police actually came to the person's house. Like they came to the house and knocked and said, the phone, you are using a phone, so and so IMIE. And I was very impressed that we even had that. I didn't know we had that kind of technology, which means that we can actually catch any kidnapper.
Yes.
If they
that's what I'm saying. We have it and we are using it. We are deploying it. We are using it and we have used it. But
when the person is arrested,
arrest so many kidnappers, so many
when arrest is made,
so many criminals.
For someone who bought a stolen device, the person clearly bought a stolen device mistakenly. He went to a shop, he got a receipt for which the buyer could have been arrested, and the person who bought the device was now detained. How is the connection? Because even when I got to the police station for the pro bono, They confirmed that he bought the device. They had a receipt.
So
they
why
had
they
gone to the
arrested
shop, and I don't know why he was being detained.
If he has a receipt, the next thing the police will do is to
Arrest
trace
the buyer,
where
seller.
the item was bought, and the seller will be responsible.
But they arrested him first.
They say it's because of investigation. He was now being detained
They
continuously.
will detain him. They will not allow him to go. They will detain him for that period of investigation.
Over
Once
24 hours.
the seller is found, he is left to
So
go.
if the seller is not found, he will collect the...
He has to produce the seller.
So you see why we have to pay.
If he doesn't
you have to
produce
pay
the
for
seller,
bus.
it
We
means
go and arrest the seller.
Yes.
Because he was being detained. We now we agidi. We had to still pay for the bus so that they can arrest the seller because they refused to leave the station and they held him on.
All right, is that not infringing on his human rights?
No, but it's the link. It's the link.
He's
He's the one holding a stolen device.
Hold on now.
Well, he has a receipt.
Holding him
and they can confirm
with his receipts is infringing on his rights. He did
Uh,
not steal it.
It's not. Sometimes, if a phone is found like that, and the person says, "Okay, I bought it from so place," sometimes their story may not be genuine. So that's why we have
This
to
was
keep
a
them.
genuine case.
And
In fact,
how do
they
we know-
later, but they held
How
him
do we
on.
know whether it's genuine or not? That's why he
No.
has to be kept there
By the time I came in, it was already 3 days.
until the
old.
seller is found. I mean, until the actual seller is found.
No, sir. We have to...
You have established the person has run from a shop.
Now, let's talk about the rebranding of the police, because the truth is that, from what you've said so far, police is also obviously has plans to do a lot of things. But Nigerians generally don't believe the police.
Yeah.
I know this
Nigerians
general
has to
police.
believe the police.
You can't force
They
us.
have
You have
to.
to earn
You
it.
have to earn it.
So the point
Because
is that
we are improving, we are trying.
exactly, it's good. It's one thing for you to say it.
We are
It's another
doing
thing
a
for us to
lot.
see. I understand.
Nigerians should appreciate us.
I understand that.
We are doing a lot, honestly.
So we've had.
Our men are on the road 24 hours.
Let him.
I want him to get the context.
Okay.
Since the time Abacha was around to this time, we've been hearing from the police saying we are doing a lot. I can write a book
getting
on
worse.
how many people saying we are doing a lot. We know they are doing a lot. That's not the problem. The issue is that Nigerians must see that you are doing a lot. So I know, because I want to actually support the police a lot of times. But we must see it in such that we need to see you branding it properly. We need the messaging to be right. What are you doing concerning media publicity, concerning your plans, how we are rebranding? I know the PRO, who then has been online the last few years, very active. That's good. That's part of the plan of engaging the community. What else is being done to engage us, to continually tell us of your plans, so that we know that the police is changing, so you can earn the trust rightfully, not just tell us we're doing well, we're doing a lot.
Honestly, a lot is being done. We collaborate very effectively with the media, members of the public, where we have community engagement. In fact, I will soon start this town hall meeting, where we meet traditional rulers, other members of the community, and so on. We are working very hard on neighborhood policing, reaching out to the people, building trust. Because unless we are able to build trust among the members of the public, it's not going to be easy for us to achieve any success. So we are building trust, we are holding meetings, we meet the CDA, CDC, and I know with time, Nigerians will come to trust the police for what we are doing.
Fantastic. Let me take this call from, I have a call from Williams. Thanks for calling. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, Williams.
Okay, want to contribute concerning what the commission. He made mention of the members of the public are to have confidence in the police. Well, I want to let you know that they don't have confidence in the police. I'm surprised that you're...
I lost that call.
He said we don't have confidence in the police, and you know, I'm sorry that we are giving it to you like this, but if we don't give you, we've said it several times on the show that we want our leaders, and you are in leadership position within the CP, to take feedback knowing fully well that it's from a place of honest need for improvement. Like it's not an attack. It's not doing anybody here good to attack the police. We need the police. We see your efforts. So we're not trying to attack the police, but many people don't trust the police. They are scared to go to the police. They go to the police and it is with fear in their heart that I hope I am safe. I hope I won't be detained for reporting the case. And so we want you to talk to those people who need to be reassured that the police is indeed their friend, the police indeed working for their safety.
Well, my appeal to the members of the public is that the members of the public should start building trust in the police, because the police is ready and prepared and willing to police with high level of civility, attend to cases professionally and promptly, carry out the policing function unconditionally without requesting for money or whatsoever. Yeah. Build trust by ensuring that cases are speedily carried out, are investigated, and objectively and sincerely investigated. Right. And ensuring that suspects are not detained longer than necessary, which we emphasize on. And I mean, reaching out to us on the various numbers we have given out to make complaints. All right. We have open channels of complaints, and we attend to these complaints speedily.
Yeah. Let me find out a question concerning
just one question quickly. You know, I know it's all important for the security, for police to carry out checks on the road. But is it also important to create traffic, parking cars indiscriminately, such that, an accident can happen? One highlight areas, the Anthony ramp towards the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway. This Ojota, why do they have to park and create unnecessary traffic?
Because
can we avoid that?
Yeah. All the time. Let me ask you just why this question is very important.
Yeah, the welfare of the police, has it improved? How about their pensions? Are they happy doing the work that they are doing, or do they need more?
We are happy doing the work we are doing, and the government is improving on our welfare and pensions.
There's been improvement.
It's ongoing, but the process is even ongoing regarding pensions.
Please, I want to add there's a question from someone, Oluwaseun, says that what's the security plan for dealer numbers? That obviously the plate number is not linked to their cars. They just put the dealer number on it. How do we ensure that they don't use the dealer number to carry out crime?
Well, we discourage vehicles on the road that don't even have numbers. And the men and officers have been instructed that any vehicle that doesn't have the actual number that could be traced case should be impounded.
Even dealer number?
Yes, even dealer numbers. We stop you, we ask questions.
Verified.
Okay, where are you coming from? See, if he's able to prove that is the actual dealer number, is not a criminal, we'll let him go. So we can stop and check and say who has this vehicle, which motor company does it belong to.
Numerous questions concerning people police just stopping on the road at police checkpoints.
Major roads.
Police checkpoints. Yes, some of these checkpoints is not regular. It could be occasional. Maybe there's been a report. Maybe there's a report that a vehicle has been snatched, or we are looking for a vehicle within that area. They can be instructed to slow down the traffic. Or if there's a report that some notorious criminals are moving from one end to the other end.
Sir, there's a ramp. That ramp between that
like this.
Turning from what they call that is 7 up. You are going to enter the ramp to come back to go to drop down on Ikorodu. They are there.
Yes.
Always
out
there.
of CVC here.
And they cause traffic always, or occasionally.
Yeah, the reason we have traffic.
I just went straight towards Bagada.
We don't know what they are. From this our Ojota police station people. They are in that bend. Once you want to enter, you will wait. They are on the bridge. So you will see some on the bridge. You will see another batch at the bend.
I'm like, what is it?
It is well.
But
the Lord is your strength.
They can do their work. Why do they have to cause traffic?
What I'm saying is this. You see, we are talking of insecurity. Police presence is a deterrent to insecurity. So if they are all over, I think it's good. It's good for. But the only thing is, they will be discouraged from causing traffic. We want traffic to flow. Yeah. We want people to move.
We have to wrap up with you. Any final words to Nigerians since we
Lagosians.
Lagosians, sorry.
Lagosians. Final word to Lagosians is that we are committed with passion to ensure that Lagos is safe and secure. And I want to assure Lagosians that we keep Lagos safe and secure. Our men will be up and doing on their duty. They will be there day and night, and they'll be ready to respond to distress call anytime they are called upon. my appeal to Lagosians is that they should not distance themselves from the police. They should report cases to police.
Okay.
They should call police numbers. They should get the commissioner's number. Okay. And if they want to see the commissioner, my office is open. I operate an open door policy.
Fantastic.
They can come and report, and I will attend to their needs.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you very much.
That is all we can take on today's show.